an intro, ladies and gentlemen. You have asked for it time and time again. I promise you all that I weren't going to give you a custom tactic just to do an easy video. I promise you all after my first 20-0, I would give you them. And not only did it happen in the very first weekend, it happened 3 times. Yes, I am a virgin. So I'm going to show you what tactics I use with the teams. I use 3 different formations as well. So you'll get them, what I use to see a game out, and what I use to chase it. So, 500k team, I got 20-0 with this. Spoiler alert, if you've not seen that video. If you've not, then I highly recommend it. This was the team we used, and we used a standard 4-4-2. First of all, I pushed the width to 60. Why? Because on this game, it's got like a built-in overload ball side for some reason. And I wanted to see if your defense had higher width, whether they just stayed more space out, and when they switched the ball, you could get over there. The answer to that was a resounding no. They still do it, but I did have it as 60. Depth. We pushed this up to 55. I think there's a certain number you need to be at or be over for your team to do that like little auto press if they feel like they're a bit too deep. And they did do it with this, and I didn't want it too high. I've not got them end game players to like recover really well. Although they did do well at it. Defensive style and offensive balance. Balance. All you're going to do at this time of year when you're looking for results in Weekend League. Chance creation, just like last year. We go to direct passing. And the offensive width, I brought right down to 40 because, like I said, it's a 4-4-2. Your wingers are going to be wide enough to get you up the pitch anyway, but you want them coming inside to support the attack or support that pass into your striker. Players in box, I had 6 just because I did last year, and I was all business this Weekend League. The instructions on the players. We had Basher and Marcus Llorente, stay back while overlap, stay back while attacking and overlap. It keeps them at the back if you lose the ball in a stupid area, so you're not susceptible to a counter-attack. But they also stay a bit wider whilst you're on the ball for you to get down that wing quicker, which is so important this year. Mikel Merino will stay back while attacking and cover centre because he's clearly the more defensive out of the 2. You always want one who's just going to be a bit higher up so that you've got that link like to your winger and centre mid or something. And with us, it was Madri. So she's cover centre, but not stay back while attacking. Since she's a little magician on the ball, she can twist and turn. And if she does lose it, Mikel Merino is there to swipe up. Cascarino and Swanson were both getting to box for cross. A lot of people come back on defend on this, but I just didn't want to do it. So you can do that and give yourself a bit more protection. Getting to box for cross is good because say if Cascarino's down the right, Swanson will drift inside, and then if you play the extra pass, you might be available to give one. Alex Morgan and Antoine Griezmann were both stay central, mainly because we don't want them drifting in any area that there weren't a finesse. If you've watched that vid, you know. Next up, we've got our best team where, I mean, unsurprisingly, we went 20-0 with this. Don't know, pros don't get bored just going 20-0 with teams like this and Mbappe just sprinting through to get you 20-0s every week and then giving you custom tactics like you can replicate it with Timo Werner. They just need to be a little bit more relatable. But saying that, I did do it, and I'm showing you the custom tactics that I got 20-0 with. First of all, we've got 4-4-1-1. And I'm going to be honest, these two were basically copied. So seeing at the start of the game, a lot of pros are using 4-4-2, but I don't like it with the best team against the top players because I like having someone in the middle who you can give it with and like start again and recycle. So I played around with it a bit, and I did literally get the 20-0 with the 4-4-1-1. So first of all, I kept the width the exact same, didn't want to mess around with it. Depth, I wanted to push that all the way to 58, only because I seen a pro player in the ladder doing really well, so I just copied him. He had balance, direct passing, of course, and width. 51, plays in box, always 6. Instructions, now this is where I like to get a bit technical, so you can see the difference in my fullbacks. One is really nimble, really good at crossing. One's quite solid. So Marcus Llorente, we had him on stay back. Kachawi, we just let her bomb a bit, let her do what she wants. Don't put reins on her. Let her go so she doesn't stay back. Both our centre mids stay back, cover centre. That's because the centre mids, if the CDMs, I don't put anything on them because you're already a bit too deep, needing to advance. When you're facing the better players like I was doing with this team, you need a bit of discipline in there. Out wide, Hansen and Mbappe come back on defence, get into box for cross, and cut inside. Like I said before for the 4-4-2. They're wide enough. They're always going to be an out ball, but you want them to cut inside when you're on the attack. I kind of wanted it to play like a 4-2-3-1 almost, but I'll get onto that one next. My centre attacking mid drift wide and getting behind, because if you're on the right with Mbappe, for example, Ronaldinho will make that splitting run between Son and Mbappe. You can play it through. We know how good the cutbacks are on this game, so he basically does it on both sides. Son, your striker, stay central, mainly because if he's there, I can turn right or left for a finesse. That was the thinking behind it. Since that foot jumps, I've actually changed formation in a few practice games against some pros, because 4-2-3-1 was always my go-to at pro games. I just like the balance it gave, and I've seen that Tom Stokes, big shout out, these are basically his tactics that he gave me. If you don't watch his streams, do them. Top quality. So width, we've been on 40. Depth is 55. And the offensive width, 35, because you just want them a bit narrow. Get near that striker. And these are completely copied. So I don't have that many reasons for you. I'm just giving you them. Try them out yourself. He had free kicks as one, actually, as well. So instructions, these are completely balanced. We've got Marcus Llorente and Karchawi. Stay back, overlap. See, Stokes has listened to me. Both CDMs, don't put them on stay back. Cover centre. They'll do the defensive job, but let them do the attacking one as well. We let Ronaldinho stay there. Do what he wants. Do not tell Ronaldinho what to do at any point. Both wide cams, get into box across. Always do that on your wide players. But in 4-2-3-1, you do need to tell some of your attacking mids to come back on defense, or it leaves them a bit exposed, them two in the middle. And then your striker, of course, stay central. Now, the one that everyone's been waiting for, the women's team 20-0 custom tactics. So it looks like we might have gone for a 4 at the back. Wrong. We was actually in a 3-4-2-1. Importantly, our left mid and right mid are good at defending, so they can tackle. You need that for your little press. Now, people are going to think I have ridiculous width and depth on this because of how much I pen them in, but it was kind of myself, unfortunately, because the width, we just whacked down to 48. I just wanted to change it a bit and not have it as 50. Don't know why. Depth, you don't want to go higher than 50 when you play a 3 at the back. 5 would be fine, but with 3, your wide midfielders will get caught out too much and you get letting down the wing. So we pushed this down to 45, because I think that's the threshold for the automatic press, although it seemed to be doing it a bit. I'm not sure. Just get on that right stick press. If you want a pressing tutorial, I'll do it. All right. Will I? Probably. As the others, we say balance and balance is chance creation, direct passing. Because your right forward, left forward, and striker, if they're pushed up and pinning their defenders back, you've got all the space in the world to drill a ball into one of them, pass to the other and shoot, as I did numerous times. Our whip stays 50 on this one. You want the 3 at the back. This 3-4-2-1, you want it to stay structured. You don't want people, like, moving into different areas. You want them patterns of play. Players in box 6 and the others as well. It stays pretty much the same. Instructions, quite big on this one. 3 centre-backs, obviously leave them. Have your quickest defender in the middle. Obviously, real life, you'd put the slowest one there and have the others 2 protecting, but it doesn't work like that on FIFA because of the 3 balls and stuff. Quickest one in the middle. Centre mids, stay back and cover centre. Just that. Like I said, centre mid, stay back, cover centre. Always. Our wide people, come back on defence on both to make sure they can't just keep getting down the line. And stay wide, because they're your only width on the pitch. You don't want them clogging them insides. Stay wide. Feels a bit strange saying that about women. On our left forward and right forward, then all 3 of our attackers stay central. Absolutely nothing else. They just want to stay there, wait for a fizz passing, ideally by someone like Putellas and Bonmati. You do it with ease. And then the other 2 are just open. You can just do simple passes and score. You don't need all this twist and turning, being dead slow. Just attack, direct. You're going to call me a rat now. But basically, right, if you need the win in the last minute, just go 5-4-1. People are saying stay as 4, the bullshit. Go 5-4-1. Have your tactics as these. Make him stay back. Don't go direct passing on that one because you want him to just stay there. Put these down a bit, not too much, so you can still get up the pitch and attack. Instructions, just tell everyone to stay back, everyone to come back, them 2 cover centre, and that stay central again. Do that and you should see out the game. If you need them rewards last game, just do it. But don't start with it. Like, don't come on a game to start 5-4-1. Come on a game to attack and score goals, and you'll have more fun. When I'm chasing a game, I'll go 4-2-2-2, whack that all the way up to 100, keep them as 50, and go direct passing again so they get pinned. One thing I like to say when you're going for it is don't have these 2 wide cams on stay forward. It's too easy for them to keep it in the midfield. They just like stay pinned on the right back and left back, where if you has it like this, they seem to chase the ball a bit more in the centre and get it back. But do have join the attack on both your full-backs. Then cover centre again and get forward. And, of course, the strikers on stay central. Controller settings. I don't want to drag this on long like it's stupid in it. You've all seen them a million times, and these won't be changed to anyone else's. So you can just see tactical defending, have that on. Go and make sure now you've got tactical defending on. Advanced defending is stupid for me. But if you can perfect that seal out, then maybe it's better for you. I don't know. I have tactical though. All these, as you would expect. When you're doing that player lock, a lot of people ask how I switch to another player on the ball. Click right stick and left stick in, switch to another player. Make sure you have this icon switching off because it messes with it. So if you want to perfect that, have player lock on and that off. One thing I have is analog sprint on that a lot of people don't. I just think it's better defending jockey. Because if they try and go at 100 mile an hour straight away, which is what happened when you have analog sprint off, I think they get stuck in the mud for a second. That's a bit of advice there as well, but a lot of people do have it off, so you might want to copy them. Camera settings, everyone asks for it for some reason. Telebroadcast, zoom 0, height 14. So hopefully if you copy them, you'll get 20 and 0.